I'm back. Sorry about that. Problem with the interface. Crackling. Audio. No reason for that. Alright. Okay, let's play. Before it closes again. Greypine County Department of Infrastructure Digital Systems. Oh. No. No. Last name. Not giving my last name. Sure. Fake name. Fake name. I always do that as a fake last name. Now logged in. Thank you for your GPOS. Don't know what that is. Whoop. Don't steal. Radio. I don't know why this radio. God, this is the problem. I'm a musician, so I just think of musician things. Reminds me of an Ampeg amp head. Anyway, you're growing softly, stretching your upper body in exhaustion. After hours of mindless typing and inputting documents into the old OSS, your muscles ache in protest. You arrive at Greypine National Park under the terms of the government placement program, explored more by paperwork than people. Let's see. So I guess I work here at this place. It sits far from civilization. Its buildings worn down by weather and time rather than reinforced against threat. Let's see if I can do something. Hold on. So I mean I have to fix some things. Like flipping this. Transform. There you go. So that way I get a break from anxieties. My phone. There's a spring to you. Oh. Sorry, there's a pimple on my back. Ow. Radio's cut in and out. Internet access is limited. Unreliable. Some areas have no signal at all. Orientation is brief, procedural, and oddly gentle. You're shown where to sleep, where to clock in, and which trails are off limits without explanation. It's been a week, then another, and somehow you still don't have a proper role or position in the visitor center. Just tasks handed to whoever doesn't say no fast enough. I don't have enough water. Come on. Mike, would you? Sorry, I just had to beat up Mike Wazowski. Anyway, a great way to start the day. And today marks the 16th anniversary of Greypine's infamous missing child case. Alright. Authorities once again stress that there is no evidence of foul play, despite renewed public interest. Ignore the broken radar for what feels like the 100th time. It's almost too serene. Close your eyes, inhaling the scent of pine and aged wood. Something that's probably been here longer than you have been all. I actually didn't get scared by that one. Try hard to get boot. God! Nearly fall off your chair. Clutching your face, you jerk your head up, irritation flashing across your face. A small pout settles in as you stare at the culprit. Oopsies, didn't think you could be that startled. Co-worker. Standing far too close is one of your co-workers, Liam Braun. Though he calls himself Linny because it's cute or something. He's dressed in his usual casual clothes, sweater threads sticking out everywhere. Sorry, eating spicy stuff. Fuck with me. Anyway. His bangs obscure his eyes, but you know there's a mischievous glint in there. Fixed on your misery, tilting his head a little, he leans even closer before bursting out laughing. Gosh, you're so adorable with that expression. I should have bought Beanie's camera. Linny Beanie. Under the assistance, you catch a faint scent of herbs. Cling to him. Right, don't you have work to do other than jump scaring your coworkers? I thought he was a kid. Turns out now. Liam hums, as if you asked him something incredibly complex. As far as you remember, he's indoor staff, an informant, and occasionally a tour guide. Though Greypine rarely gets visitors. So it's not unusual for this resident hippie to wander freely without a uniform. Not that he ever wears one anyway. Silly, look at the clock, it's lunchtime. Unless you want... What the fuck is that? Really? You whip your head towards the wall clock, squinting if it might be lying. The hand rests comfortably past noon. Hadn't realized you were focused. How focused you were. Wrestling with the ancient computer and all. Oh. So it's just vile. Stomach twists around you. Deeply offended at being ignored. See, told ya. He pushes himself off the counter, stretches dramatically. If you keep skipping meals, you're gonna pass out and then I'll get blamed. Tragic. Not to mention you'll need the energy tonight. Vaccine day and all. You know how Captain Cold is. The chuckle at the painfully cringy nickname. I doubt that. Gracious. They complain more about that name than anything. Wow, no faith. He grins anyway. Come on, canned food waits for no one. If it's actually good. Don't complain when it's free. You should be used to it by now. Let me guess enough for me. You shrug and push your chair back. The old leg screeching against the floor. As you stand, the monitor emits a beep before shutting down. File safely saved. Braun, what's taking you so long? Yeah, Atlas is here. Immediately scoots aside, making room for the taller man approaching the counter. I asked you to call for Parker 10 minutes ago. What on earth were you doing? Trying instinctively at the stern yet oddly calming voice. Alan Montgomery, the official head of the visitor center. He's now in front of you, in his county uniform. Hair uneven from the scuffle. Your eyes catch on the two white streaks, threading through it, matching the pale lashes. Fred kisses her eyes. He's the one that makes you do the desk job. The others react quicker. Right? Already familiar with how this works. You hesitated just long enough for the choice to be made for you. Honestly, you weren't that butthurt about it. Those eyes linger on you, slow and unreadable, before he finally looks away. It's Amy Snow! Alan crosses his arms, unimpressed, clearly immune to the theatrics. I don't have time for this. I have several topics I want to discuss over lunch. They're important topics. I'd rather explain everything at once. Oh, and I thought you were wanting to be a social butterfly. Or maybe hogging Snow to yourself. Watch your words. I'm simply looking after him. They're still training his safety protocols and several procedures to cover. Blah blah blah, let's eat already. Amos gets off down the hallway, leaving you with Alan. Montgomery? Just Alan. Sorry, Alan. He walks away before he can say anything else. This isn't working. What? I know this is a yandere thing, but I don't know who the yandere exactly is. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. But my guess is he's a yandere since he's mumbling. You know, that thing that yanderes do is mumble. Last week had been long. Thinking about it leaves you feeling strangely lost. Oh. I'm hungry. I'm gonna actually eat right now. Step in the cafeteria, tray in hand filled with warmed up canned food. Scanning the room out of habit despite knowing there won't be anyone else. In front of you, a long cafeteria table is already occupied. Roommate. Benjamin Bickens. Your roommate sits slightly hunched over near the edge. Fingers loosely wrapped around the plastic cup long gone cold. His dark brown hair falls messy into his tired, red-rimmed eyes. Eyes that look like they haven't had proper sleep in days. Good ramen. There we go. Across from him, the Peckler siblings are locked in their usual exchange. Palama leans heavily onto the table, cheek pressed against the surface, dark red violet hair slipping over the shoulders of her purple turtleneck and ranger uniform. There's a sharpness to her posture, to the way her eyes track her little brother. Little. Very little. I know. Younger. It's like, do we get a female love interest instead of just male? But that's cool, if that is the case. Wow, it's hot. Sorry. It's spicy. Ramen. So, Hanar Sani, meanwhile, looks entirely unbothered. Suntan skin, blonde hair pulled back just enough to reveal the dark, burned scar crawling along the right side of his face. His eyes doesn't settle on a single color. Brown near the lid, then fading into green below. I never quite decide what it wanted to be. If you mean like certain kinds of heterochromia, yeah. That's what I get. Like a weird, like sectorial heterochromia in my eyes. Small beard frames his face as he sighs in exaggerated exhaustion. I can't believe it took me almost 2 weeks to get that stupid video player working again. My skill must have gone rusty or something. At least we can get the newbie to watch proper training tape. Make it sound like it's that informative. Didn't we learn the hard way? Yeah, learned it the hard way. And I don't want to be informed about how you got your cool scar again. Cool scar again, thank you. What about Ben? You never complain. Yeah, because he wasn't annoying. It didn't make it his entire personality. He never brings it unless you start it. And just share facts when it's relevant. I'm not interested enough to brag about it anyway. Wait. Got him! Alright. Yeah, notice Alan lingering right behind you. Tray behind. Tray already filled. Just standing there long enough, than necessary. I could be waiting for something to line up before moving, or that he's literally waiting for you to pick a seat. 6 people total. It's quieter than anyone would expect. No background chatter, no TV noise, just the old hum of old appliances. Wow, still depressing. Love that for us. Keep the energy. Liam casually joins Ben's side, peeking at the brunette's food before fake gagging at it, earning a pout from Ben and a chuckle from Paloma. A bit more, and I'll think we're in one of those horror TV shows or something, judging by our canned foods. Yeah, in the forest. And bro, don't jinx it. Everyone looks so settled. Her expression is quickly caught by the cunning pacifist. He chuckles before waving you over with excitement, as if he didn't see you a few minutes ago. Come on, sit, we don't bite. Speak for yourself, only emotionally. Paloma looks to sit next to Liam. Ooh, interesting choices. Interesting. Paloma. Stand next to Paloma. She glances sideways, eyes flicking from your face to your tray. Bold choice. Hopefully you did that. Before he can respond, she nudges a small bowl towards you. Canned raspberries. Take some. Liam keeps stealing mine like a raccoon. You blink at it. Are canned raspberries a thing? Thanks, Paloma. I'm not a raccoon. You hiss when people touch your stuff. You intentionally let out a small noise at that. See, you scared him. So congratulations. You officially radiated too much Lenny energy. Liam exaggerates his movements, clutching his chest theatrically. Aw, is it true? I'm saddened. I don't mean to make you feel bad. Don't worry, I know I'm always the better choice than Lenny. Thanks for affirming that. Alan merely averts his gaze before properly setting his tray down opposite of you, next to Liam. Though, no matter where you sit, tension coils in your shoulders. You should have warmed up to this by now, but somehow you haven't. Quietly start digging into your food, poking at it more than actually eating. Thoughts race, trying to find a way to slide naturally into the conversation. This food sucks. I hate canned food. Beggars can't be choosers. I am this close to forging random stuff outside. If you dare go ahead, I'll prepare a coffin. I will eat everything that's left. Good. Zero waste. Plus we all get to hog the new supplies next delivery while you're crying over canned corn. Figures. I want to say something, anything, but your inner voices are listing every possible way you'd embarrass yourself. Thankfully, Alan clears his throat. May I have everyone's attention? Sound alone is enough to snap everyone's attention back into place. Lift your gaze from your tray. Alan's expression is serious, eyes sharp as they sweep across the table before briefly settling on you. I know we already went through a lot this morning. Clearing trails, checking damage from yesterday's storm. But we already have two main problems. First, the radio towers. One of them appears to be cut an hour or two ago. Even if the main tower is still standing, the relay may have been fried. And if the relay is fine, right? The main tower could have lost alignment. Two radio towers? Liam shifts in his seat. Ari leaning forward before Alan can respond. Yeah, main tower northwest. Relay tower further north. Oh, relay tower further northwest. Those things are older than a turtle. If the other goes down, the other usually follows. Normally an alien's Sunny handle it, but after a storm like that, I can see why they want company. Alan clears his throat louder this time. Thank you for the interruption, Ron. Very informative. I love this asking. Then I'll join you, little brother. Could have been anyone, but oh well. Shush. Next on the list, Binkins. You requested assistance? Yeah. I tried to clean up and recover what I could, but yesterday's storm was very sudden and harsh. It was kind of trashed the whole garden. I think we'll need to start from scratch. Sounds like a job. Before Alan can respond, a voice cuts through the room. It echoes faintly from the direction of the front hall. Hello, is anyone there? Hello? Honey, maybe they're busy. Don't shout. Alright, sorry. Oh, aren't I lucky today? Sorry, Benny. Looks like I'm getting company at the worst possible time. Might need a hand too. Who knows? Maybe it's a tourist group. After storm, that's odd. Hopefully they know camping isn't allowed. And here's how we'll handle this. I'll head to the radar tower with the peckers. That takes priority. I have to listen to you again. Bickens, continue salvaging what samples you can. We'll inform the state about the delay in sending samples after the tower is fixed. Okay. Ron, you're not skipping this. And you, Barker, you will not be idle. The room goes quiet. They're waiting for you to choose first. That's not bad. You never really had the chance to explore the park. Something about this forest keeps tugging at you. Helping them out feels like killing two birds with one stone. You really do need some fresh air. And honestly, watching the forest rangers work sounds a lot more interesting than filing reports and answering radios. You didn't come here to feel like a problem, okay. Maybe you could try something new. Maybe get to know your stoic coworker better. And the two lively siblings that seem to never run out of energy. Oh my god, I'm just not in frame. More not in frame. Oh, I'm more not in frame. Framey frame. Man, it's alright. I'm not in center, though. That's the problem. Alright, I'll go with you. That's okay. His eyes widen briefly before settling back into their usual calm. But his gaze lingers on you longer than necessary. If he's reassessing something, of course. I think it would be better if we go in pairs rather than triple. Or a behind on fixing the tower if you split up alone, and someone gets hurt, that's more time lost. Besides, you really look like you want to see what's in this park. Oh. So, that's obvious! He creeps into your cheeks, embarrassment curling into your chest. Is it sorry? I'll try not to get away. Before you can dwell on it further, Paloma swings an arm around your shoulder, pulling you close enough without warning. At the same time, Sunny reaches over and ruffles your hair into something vaguely resembles a bird nest. You are thinking too much. Love the energy you have, newbie. Maybe in the future I can stop calling you veteran instead. This just makes him sound old. That does. Liam speaks while Ari is stepping backwards, boots scuffing against the ground. He's half turned like he's reluctant to fully leave. His smile falters just a little, barely noticeable. Anyways, I'm going now. I do not like that we didn't choose him. I don't know. Not skipping my work, I swear. I thought I would get spent stuff. Okay, so you just mumble so I can know what you wanted. Though I think in writing, like how that looks. I feel like this Ari shows a lot. Where I feel like it's not really needed that this mumbling exists. Usually more show than tell. Unless the whole point of the mumbling is to create an atmosphere that everybody's attention and affection is towards you, then maybe I think the mumbling does have a purpose to exist. Nearby, Ben offers you a small, awkward smile. His eyes flick towards you, then quickly away. Me too. Good luck, guys. Return before dinner. I'll get everything heated up in advance. Thank you, Bergens. We will. After a brief glance at Sunny, his eyes settle on you. I think I've heard that the VHS player is fixed. I should bring Parker to check on it first. Alright. You blink. How did he even hear that from this far back? It wasn't like he was way behind you that moment. No one else questions it though. Maybe he just has better hearing than most. Yeah, we've got some spare time anyway. I need to rush, right? It took too long, honestly. Cindy and I will be waiting outside then. Don't get too scared, newbie. It's kinda graphic. I don't exaggerate it. The siblings exchange a look. Both of them only grin, wide and unreadable, before heading off to get ready. The room feels quieter once everyone's gone. Anna stands there for a moment, staring blankly ahead. Come, follow me. Alright. Up. God, I'm getting like Local 58.
Welcome
Kind of.
to Greypine National Park training video. In this tape, we will be introducing the various types of fauna that may be encountered within park boundaries. For ease of documentation and reporting, these entities will be collectively referred to as derivatives.
What?
A classification first established in 1981. Derivatives are organisms or occurrences that originate from a known biological or environmental baseline, but have since diverged in form, function, or behavior. The cause of derivation remains unconfirmed and is currently under active research. If you encounter a suspected derivative outside of your assigned role or clearance level, contact Park Control immediately. Do not attempt independent handling or documentation. All derivatives are organized into 3 primary categories, as well as 3 danger levels.
Oh,
All
this is like.
staff assigned to Greypine National Park are required to receive the derivative exposure vaccine, DEV, prior to field deployment. The DEV is designed to reduce neurological side effects following derivative exposure, suppress abnormal sensory interference, delay onset of derivative-induced paranoia and hallucinations. The vaccine does not prevent death. The vaccine does not guarantee immunity. 1 initial injection upon assignment, followed by weekly injections for 4 consecutive weeks. Then booster shots are required every 6 months or immediately following confirmed exposure. Report immediately if you experience derivative plants are
Oh, there's
flora that
plants too!
exhibit altered physical structures and biological functions when compared to their baseline
This is like Local
counterparts.
58 and like
One
just weird.
documented example is
Just any weird
berries, a known derivative of
analog
the
horror.
raspberry baseline. Berries closely resemble edible berries in color, size, and growth pattern. However, they are extremely toxic to humans and non-derivative animals. Consumption may result in hallucinations, acute paranoia, loss of spatial awareness, progressive organ failure.
Great.
In high quantities, ingestion will result in death. Precautions.
Alright.
Derivative animals exhibit significant alterations in anatomy, cognition, and social behavior. One documented example is the canopin,
Visual
also
novel,
referred
analog
to
horror.
as the caniher. Canopins are solitary organisms. Unlike their baseline species, they display cannibalistic feeding behavior, consuming members of their own kind upon detection.
Great.
Notable traits: fully developed, sharp dentition consistent with predatory species, abnormally wide jaw structure, complete absence of ocular organs, Despite these traits, Canidans demonstrate effective navigation and hunting behavior through enhanced auditory perception. While aggressive toward their own species, Canidans show no documented hostility toward humans. They retain their baseline dietary habits until encountering their own kind, at which point derivative behavior overrides prior patterns. Similar derivative variants have been observed originating from typically docile baselines, including raccoons, beavers. In controlled conditions, select individuals have been successfully kept as companions. Restrictions and handling guidelines. Do not introduce Canidans to other Canidans under any circumstances. Injured individuals must be isolated immediately.
Call them
Removal from
Cannibons. We're
park
naming them.
boundaries requires authorization and documentation. Do not encourage imprinting behavior unless relocation protocols are active. Derivative phenomena.
It's a third. Oh, no, there's no third. There's no third. What the fuck? I didn't think this was a fucking weird analog horror mixed with analog horror ARG mixed with a visual novel thing. So that's why this bunny thing is there. God fucking damn. That was just a normal world. I thought it was a normal world where I get to date, hot people. No, I have to deal with horror. Horror, cannibalistic animals, and weird fucking plants. What? There was a third thing, right? What was that? Scares the crap out of me. Seems to. Found the culprit. He nudges the loose tape back inside the box. What the fuck is that? What? What is this? Entry unlocked? What? The plastic casing is speckled with tiny black dots, writhing, crawling alive. They shift beneath the clear shell, clustering along the ribbon and the case. Skin crawls just looking at it. Let me turn this down. The chewers. They eat tapes, aptly named. At rest, they stay dormant. They buried between the ribbon layers. Once the tape warms up, they wake up. That's why it looks fine when you put it in, if that's what you're wondering about. So is our infested. Alan gives a short nod, yeah. Which is precisely why this room is scheduled for inspection. He exhales through his nose, irritation barely contained even for someone as stoic as him. Braun is responsible for cleaning this area. This room is supposed to be inspected every other day. How incompetent. Clearly that was neglected. The tapes are even right side up. Sounds mad, I should probably change the subject. Is there any way this can be fixed? Once the chewers settle in, the internal ribbon is compromised. Even if we remove them, the footage would be fragmented. Alan massages his temple, slow and deliberate like he's grinding himself. And turns away, shoulders stiff, as if staying any longer would make him say something he'd regret. Lahoma and Sunny should be preparing by now. Done preparing by now. Wait. Stop, he doesn't turn around at first. Just want to say thank you again. For what? For letting me go with you. And for not treating me like I didn't get in the way. Like I got in the way. His expression barely changes, but his eyes do. You don't get in the way. If I thought you were a burden, I would have ordered you to stay here. You should know that. He turns away again. Composure sliding back into place. Let's go. They're waiting. You're not sure what it is exactly, but something about the way Alan spoke directly, so stern, settles deep into your chest. Warm enough to make you feel maybe you belong here. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe out in the woods. They're like, oh, you know, some horror movie. We're living in a horror goddamn forest. What are you on about? What are you on about? We're living in a horror goddamn forest. With derivatives. What the fuck? It must have been staying inside for too long, because the moment you step out through the front back doors, the cold hits you full force. This is you how Paloma and Sunny stand there like the weather is perfectly normal. I don't like how creepy the music sounds. I don't feel comfortable. Don't touch me. Alright, there we go. You sneeze. The sound finally gets no attention. Bless you. You sure you're okay? You can still change your mind. I'm sure Ben and Liam could use an extra hand. That offer sounds practical on the surface, reasonable even. Still, it comes out a little too clinical. A little too ready to get rid of you. I thought you were thinking too much. Thinking into it a little too much. Sonny doesn't seem like the type to weigh every word before he says it. No thoughts, empty head kind of guy. It probably wasn't that deep. I'm good. Probably just the weather is kind of damp. Yeah, it's pretty damp now. You said it. You'll get used to it, newbie. Oh, god damn it. Well, my own sister. Just now figuring this out. Yeah, can you not? I'm trying to behave for once. Look at Alan's face. Alan remains quiet, like a teacher waiting for their students to finally shut up. You all do. Check everything again. We're vaccinated. We've done this route a dozen times. No need for maps. Nothing out there is gonna drop dead on us because we missed one checklist item. Clearly upsets Alan even at least a little. His expression never changes, save for a quiet glare. That attitude is exactly how people get hurt. Go to the relay. I'll go with Parker to the main tower. Whatever. Not cool, Sonny. We're not tourists wanting off trail. We know what we're dealing with. It's just repetitive hearing that every time. Alright, hero. Save the ego contest for later. You didn't say it for only you to hear. She glances at you. Her expression softens just a little. We're splitting paths anyway. She gestures towards the narrow trail branching off to the left. It disappears quickly into thicker brush, sending a prickle of unease down your spine. But without the radio, how will we communicate? We've got flares. Absolutely not. Flares are emergency only. They attract attention. You know that. That's why we bring axes and not guns. Relax. One pop in the air is gonna summon the forest. You don't know what will respond. You fix problems at the root, not when it's already happening. That's why we're vaccinated anyway. Gotta stick up your ass today or something? So authoritarian. Tension makes your chest tighten. Your body steps back on instinct. I don't know why, only that feeling's familiar. Uncomfortably slow. Okay, enough. This isn't helping anyone. How about we just get this over with? Yeah, trauma. That's why it's familiar. We continue the banter over dinner or something. You two are grown-ass adults. Don't make me say this, especially you, Sonny. You're older than him, and he makes more sense than you. Sonny scoffs, but says nothing. Neither does Alan. Instead, his gaze flickers towards you. He almost looks unsettled. Then let's get to it. Alright. Do it clean. Back before sunset. Paloma meets your eyes and offers a small, reassuring smile. We'll be back before you even miss us. Return a polite nod, while she reaches out and tugs Sunny's sleeves. Let's go, you big doofus. Stop looking like a pouty child. With that, Paloma and Sunny finally leave. Sunny lingers just long enough to mutter under his breath, his voice fading as they disappear down the trail. Is everything that's ever happened to us? I feel like that's usually in a horror stuff. That's usually the last time we see people, is when they argue and then leave. They're dead. All right, let's go. A single breath, steadying himself. Let's move. You know, a swelling car. Then you follow him, bracing yourself wherever this trail holds. Oh, this walk is quiet. Except for the gravel of boots pressing into the damp path. You take in the scenery, half expecting something. Anything to leap out from between the trees. A derivative, a shadow, a mistake. But so far, it's just a mountain forest. The trees crowd in on all sides. Their trunks thick and ancient. Bark slick with old rain and licking. Fog clinging low. Leaves heavy with moisture. Branches creaking softly above. Skin prickles, every hair on your arm standing on end. This is way scarier than you thought. Anyway, Alan's pace is long and steady. Not rushed, but fast enough that you have to They have to focus to keep up. Still, he slows slightly, just enough for your legs to catch up. You can tell he's listening, just not hearing, but listening. Not just hearing, but listening. Alert for anything out of place. So, how far is it from here? Precisely 2.64 miles. Back and forth, or just going there? Going there. It's a long walk. It's a long walk. You can still go back if you want. No, I'm not. Your voice comes out firmer than you expected. Like you're standing your ground, claiming your place beside him. Your eyes stayed glued to the moist soil. You don't want to see his expression. If there even is one beyond that unreadable calm. Hear a shaky exhale from him. He does that a lot, noted. You walk a little farther, boots squelching in the damp, leaf-strewn path before Alan suddenly halts. The abruptness of his stop makes you nearly bump into him. Stay yourself, breath catching as your gaze drops to where he's looking. What is fauna injury? Where is that? Or do I have to go to main menu to see that? That's my guess. You have to go to main menu to see the fauna entry. I have no idea who that is, what that is. I have no idea what hoof prints those are. How big is it though? That sounds horrible. Oh my god. My brain is in dirty land. I don't know. Pressed deep into the mud are tracks, massive and possibly large hoof prints, far bigger than any deer you've seen in a field guide. They're sharp-edged, the indentions crisp, as if made only moments ago. Pattern with the hoofs is strange, almost like the whorls of a fingerprint, sprawling and rigid. we can ask answers to the question already forming in your head. Using tracks from a thread deer. A thread deer? A derivative of deer. It antlers grow like roots, like the one in the tape. Oh, its structure resembles tightly packed threads. Almost like human eyes, some say. Wow. He moves again, but his hand doesn't leave the axe at his belt. You can hear your own heartbeat in your ears. Every instinct urging you to scan the shadows, to listen for a branch snapping or a breath that isn't your own. I can't tell if you're lucky or unlucky. Why? Category 2. So, medium. Slightly classified as medium 2 due to the lack of data. Rare sightings and low encounter rate. Clutch your bag a little tighter. You want to ask a dozen questions, but only one come out. What does it do? It can unthread its antlers. Use a fiber like wire, which they are sharp enough to slice through predators. I just wanted. Damn. God damn, man. You're not trying to steady your breath. The forest feels suddenly enormous, every sound magnified. Then, what do? We can keep going. It just as suddenly towards the trail. Tracks veer off path. We should likely move somewhere elsewhere. Relax just a bit. It won't attack unless startled. It shouldn't. If anything happens, they'll get you out. The words land so suddenly that you almost missed them. You're not sure you heard Alan right. Throws you off, leaving your thoughts scrambling to keep pace with your heart. Oh, sorry, the music stopped suddenly. You hear something? Alan turns away to continue walking. Can't see his face. Beady cat, faint red tint at the tips of his ears. Did he really mean it, or... Maybe he's annoyed I'm extra responsibility. It wouldn't be strange if you thought that, even if you said otherwise. Don't make that face. You blink startled as he slows to walk beside you. It's better that you came. Really? Better than so hadn't. Well, the bar must not be that high. Was he always like that? Reckless, obnoxious, laid back to a fault, disregards precautions. Take your pick. This is one of the few times Paloma steps in. Normally she watches us argue like children. My guess is she didn't want you seeing bad examples. I see. There, between you settles thinner somehow. Trauma. Childhood trauma. Not liking tension. And the air between you feels thinner somehow. For a moment, neither of you say anything. Thought the conversation is over. You think he was making sense earlier? You think he's a derivative or something like that? I don't know. Ooh, that's interesting. Do humans become derivative? Every other mammal and stuff becomes derivative, so it's a possibility that we ourselves become derivative. But with our high intelligence, they can pose a risk, maybe. You glance at him, searching for the reason behind the abrupt shift. But Alan's expression is already composed, focused on the path ahead. The question hangs heavy in the air. Do I think he was reckless? Let me think. Let me think. I think I know how to thinky. Go back in the logs. I don't think. Okay. I don't think he was being too reckless, but I do think he's being a bit. I think so. No. Wait, now? Wait, hold on. No. Wait, now this works? It didn't work before. You wonder if he's still thinking about what you said. You want to talk to him about the glitchy tape. About the tape earlier, yeah? There were some parts missing, it just blacked out. Right when I started talking about handling protocols and derivative phenomenon. Old recordings degrade, and the chewers must have gotten to them. I felt intentional. Chewers aren't random. Especially if it hasn't been maintained. Feels like a jab to Liam. The answer is technically correct, but it was far from fulfilling your curiosity. So what was on the missing part? Standard containment protocol. Isolation, reporting. Minimal emotional engagement. Sounds vague. It's meant to be. If you do, you won't need a tape to tell you. Why are we even using VHS tapes? Shouldn't there be backups, digital copies on that OS? There probably were before the place stopped receiving proper funding. Stopped? Maintenance budgets were cut years ago. Digital systems require a service, servers, updates, technicians. Those cost money, magnetic tape doesn't. You record it, label it, put it on a shelf. It can sit there for 20 years and still work, unless something eats it. But if the tapes are important, wouldn't they protect them better? Alan's quiet for a moment. Important information usually isn't kept somewhere this remote. So this place isn't important, not the way you think. This facility exists so the public knows derivatives are being handled. Besides, reassurance is cheaper than solutions for them. It's kind of depressing. It's practical. If something truly dangerous happens here, the VHS tape won't be what saves you. So that should be the least of your concern. Binkins is a reliable and responsible man, although too sentimental at times. Isn't that a complaint? Alan exhales a bit too loudly, not really. But that makes him push himself too harshly, like he's punishing himself. I try to make sure he eats and rests properly, and he has been improving. I always stays like that. What the fuck is that? What the fuck was that noise? I have no idea. I don't know. I want to count on you to assist him if you can, vice versa. Of course I will. That means I am trustworthy. You do sound a bit like him now. Maybe being roommates kind of makes you copy them. Doubt that. If it were true, Braun would be a competent person by now. Damn. Alan's eye twitches slightly. He exhales to calm himself down again. Just remind him to tone down on the coffee. It's not good for his health. You should be telling me that. Liam catches his face darken a bit before he quickly turns back to his stoic expression. It's like mentioning his name in this context gives him a high blood pressure all of a sudden. Braun is a liability at best. Minimum work done. Lazing around the center, doesn't even consider cleaning the easiest work out there. Sounds like a lot. It is, especially with the dorm. Clothes everywhere, unorganized paperwork he never finishes, and countless unspeakable things. Binkins was losing his mind about it at certain points. Good thing he's moved in with you. But I can't control everything, even if I want to. He is a free spirit. At least, he is a good person who goes out of his way to help people who can. Even if he doesn't get his main job done, his side mission is always a success, I suppose. What about you? What do you think of him? I enjoy his company. He's a nice guy, I enjoy his company. I didn't have a specific reaction, but he knows his hands tying. I can guess. He's a lively individual, smooth talker, and a flirtatious person at times. So you didn't like me doing you didn't like me saying, I enjoy his company. You enjoy his company? What do you mean? What do you mean? He's an annoying brat! I could only guess it's a tactic to get what he wants. So be careful next time he might be dumping on his work on you. I would like to help if I could. Don't be too kind to him. I might take advantage of that, and that might make your fatigue worse. You already sleep fitfully. How did you know? I steal everything. And you can't even see bronze eyes. That's really funny, actually. Guess he does have a sense of humor. He managed to swallow it down, though not to ruin the atmosphere. Himself, you want to know about me? You're not patiently for his reaction or lack thereof. You sense that he's hesitating to say something. You quickly backpedal on your curiosity. I'm sorry, I shouldn't have said that. That must have made you uncomfortable. No, it's fine. I was just thinking about what I should tell you without being too specific. Maybe what you enjoy or like. I like animals in general. They are something we must protect. With derivatives being a thing, of course. Derivative hunting also becomes one of the problems. Why would people hunt them, I wonder? Are they dangerous? That's why you became a forest ranger? Let's go with that. Attention drifts again. You didn't mean to stare. You really didn't. You're getting closer before you can stop yourself. What? His lashes are really white, and so are the red marks around the bottom of his eyes. And the white streaks practically glow against the darker strands. He's like, what are you doing? And his lashes. They're pale too. At least his eyes look sharper. Are you extremely stressed at some point? What? I mean, I heard hair can turn white from stress. So just a thought. You think I stress that easily? I don't know. You do sigh a lot. Is it really natural if it's not from stress? It is. They're definitely not mascara. Of course they're not. Why would he put on white mascara every morning? And when the light hits just right, there's that faint red tint again at the center of his pupils. Done examining me? Sorry. Does it bother you? No. You can touch it if you want. You being forward, aren't we? You being forward? Oh my god. I need to go restroom. Why not? On, be right back. Hello, I am back. Alright, just making sure. No. Don't do that. Don't zoom so far out. Zoom! Zoom out. Oh my god. That is so far away. Even though the camera is close, I guess it's just doing like a zooming out effect. Zoom! Alright. It's still hot in this goddamn house. What? You've been examining it like a lab specimen. It wasn't always like this. Now that piqued your interest. You thought it was a genetic type of thing from how vague he was being. What do you mean? It used to be normal, then something happened. I got off fine, but these attributes are parting gifts, I suppose. It's been something traumatic. I heard that it can cause random white streaks still, though. In the sense that if you push farther away, push any further, you won't like what you find, so you don't pry further. But you didn't think he would talk this much. Actually, it makes you less tense around him. The trail you two are walking on feels less like a duty and more like a small hangout with a friend. Another turn around the trail, the deeper you walk, the more unclear the path becomes, as if it were abandoned years ago. But Alan doesn't look bothered in the slightest. Then silently, Alan turns around abruptly. You don't even have time to react before your body is shoved sideways off the path. You tumble, pebbles scrape against your skin, wet sticks snap beneath you, your uniform gets dirtied instantly. You're at the other path. What? What? Maybe it was the suffocating quietness of that moment, including your head, that made you catch his mutter. But the deer runs off in the opposite direction. Its footsteps fade into the distance. What do you mean? What? And are you friends with the derivatives? What? Huh? Then you open your eyes. What was that? I have questions, mister. What do you mean? Not here. The other path. What? What do you mean, not here, the other path? We caught, like literally we said, we caught it. We caught what he muttered. So, fucking ask him. What do you mean, not here, the other path? Sorry, you stare into each other's eyes. The world around you dissolves. You see is him, his gaze oddly affectionate. Though it only lasts a second, Alan quickly pulls away, standing up and looking at elsewhere, visibly agitated. He holds out a hand for you to take. You did as you pulled yourself up. His hand is softer than it looks. Sorry. It's okay, you saved me. Right. I did. You can feel how equally embarrassed he is about it. I'm suspicious of you, man. Are you friends with the derivatives? Are you a derivative yourself? I don't know. It's a side you never thought he would show to anyone, let alone you. Are you hurt anywhere? You were covering me. No. Are you? Nothing more than a thud. Good. Loud bang echoes through the forest. What's that? flare gun. Follow me, quick. Something bad is happening. Clearing opens abruptly, and the first thing you see is red. Sunny is kneeling on one knee. His arm is hanging at an unnatural angle. Thin, like red cuts run from his forearm, too clean, too precise. Blood drips steadily from the deeper gashes. What happened? Right here. Trudged out of nowhere. He sucks in a breath. When he tries to strand, Helen quickly comes to his side, supporting the blonde man. Despite the earlier disagreement, Alan didn't hesitate to help Sunny. And Sunny didn't protest for assistance. Don't move too fast. Where? Right side. I think it clipped the joint. Alan's hand presses carefully along Alan's shoulder and upper arm. It's dislocated. Sunny mutters something under his breath, but in initial confusion immediately turns into fear once he knows what Alan is gonna do. Breathe in. Hey, what are you doing? Breathe. I knew fucking bad shit was gonna happen to them. I knew it. Where in the fuck is... Where's her? Where's she? Did she die? Sunny inhales shakily and tests the movement, rolling his shoulder with visible restraint. The joint settles properly this time, but the damage is still there. At least it wasn't dislocated anymore. You're enjoying that a little too much. If I were, I wouldn't have fixed it. Then you heard a soft groan coming from another direction. How could you have forgotten about her? Quickly shift your attention as you hear Paloma trying to steady herself. She tries to strain from the tree trunk, but her knees falter. Megan and her stumble back to the same position as before. Swiftly kneel beside her in a heartbeat, checking her thin thread like cuts stretch from her temple down to her cheekbone. Let me see. I'm fine. It looks dramatic. I didn't think I would become cool scars a little too soon. You do not look okay. She let out a dry chuckle, trying to go along with the joke. Can you see clearly? A little blurry on this. I can see. I only have saline water and clean rag. Is that enough? I'll be fine. Help me get up, will ya? Be one of my legs. Alright, careful. Her arm slides around her waist, trying to balance both of you on uneven ground. She's heavier than she looks when she leans into you. Okay, slowly. Okay. Her breath is warm against your shoulder, and you feel her grip tighten as she tries to regain her balance. Then she pauses. Her hand lifts, brushing against her hair. Wait. Feel it before you understand it. Her weight shifts, not falling, but just distracted. No, it was... Her fingers move quickly, patting near her air, then on her head, then back again. It's right here. Mama? She doesn't answer you, not really. Eyes flicker down through the ground. Mud, leaves, dark patches of something that isn't just dirt. For a second, her grip on you tightens just slightly, and she exhales. Never mind. What? 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 You meet her eyes and offer a gentle, reassuring smile. She returns one just as quickly. Behind you, Alan finishes inspecting Sony's arm. Can you walk? Yeah. He takes one confident step forward, then his knee buckles. The moment his weight shifts, his shouldered arm jerks and hisses through his teeth. Alan reacts instantly, catching and supporting Sunny in a time. Alan slides his arm properly under Sunny's good side, steadying him the way you are steadying Paloma. I had that. You didn't. Paloma, let Parker support you properly. Don't make this work by being stubborn. Are you my dad or something? Whatever. Sunny glances over briefly towards Paloma. You good? I'm standing, aren't I? That's not what I ask. Acknowledge your little brother's love, would ya? Yeah. Asking if I'm good, if when you're the one who pushed me out of the way into the tree. You gain more injuries to yourself. Dumbass. Enough! If you collapse out here, we won't have time and resources to deal with that. We're leaving now. Fuck. God, man. I'm still suspicious of Alan. Because he was saying, not there, the other path. We're saying the other path with, them two, Sunny and, Paloma. If that is fucked. Like, he's working with the derivatives, doing that. What the fuck? I don't know. I have no idea. We'll figure it out. With you stumbling with Paloma back inside the building, each of your heartbeats feel excruciatingly painful in your chest. We're never used to this, seeing your friend being hurt, also indirectly hurting you. It's like you could feel their pain through yourself. Emergency! Liam! Ben! Voice cracks. He didn't mean it to sound desperate. Ben nearly collides with you when he rushes inside. You lower Paloma into the wooden bench, her hands trembling against her shoulders. She gives you a faint, apologetic smile as if she's the one inconveniencing you. What happened? Liam falls right behind, already scanning Paloma's injuries like he's assessing the terrain. Shit. I will get water and a clean cloth. Linny, get the med kit. Roger. You step aside, your fingers still curl like they're holding onto something, even after you've let go. Keep replaying it. It's supposed to be just another short trail where you fix all the radio towers. Everything went back to normal like how the last week have been. Follow suit are Sunny and Alan. Sunny's weight is leaning hard into him, boots dragging unevenly across the wooden floor. He guides Sunny down firmly, but carefully lowering him into the wooden bench. What happened out there? Thread deer. Thread deer? Is that possible? They weren't wandering. They were hunting too. Liam returns with the med kit. Slide in across the table. Hard you first without thinking. There's a lot of contradictions, I think, from Alan. One is saying that, what was it? Thread deer won't attack unless provoked or something like that. But the thread deer almost attacked us, but he kind of said, not here. The other path, and then they get hurt. There's a lot of things going on that is just suspicious with Alan. He lies and says, oh, if you provoke them, then you'll get attacked. Obviously not. That's not the truth. There's no coffee there. Oh, isn't that thing like ultra rare? The movement snaps you out of nowhere. Snaps you out of whatever spiral you were falling into. Right, do something. Make your way to Sunny, dropping beside Alan without waiting to be told. Your fingers clip the clasps open, pulling out gauze, antiseptic, and compression wrap. I'll clean it. Alan doesn't argue. He shifts slightly, giving you access to Sunny's arm while still keeping him steady. Your arms tremble for half a second before you press the clean gauze against the worst of it. Sunny sucks in the breath through his teeth. Oh, okay, gentle. I am being gentle. Alan's hand adjusts Sunny's wrist slightly, stabilizing the arm so you can work. Angle it down. He follows instructions immediately. The saline runs clear at first, then pink, then red. Not really your favorite color. Don't think about it, just do it. God damn. This is horrible. Wrap the bandages snug around Sunny's arm, overlapping clean layers over the deeper lacerations. Your fingers brush against Alan's for a second when you reach for the tape. Neither of you comment on it. Do you two notice how domestic you two are right now? Domestic? Alan raises his grip. He's sure the bandage is secure. Yeah. We've been married for 5 years and argue about groceries energy. You're the one who keeps arguing with him, though. Relax. I'm complimenting the teamwork lineup, but actually what happened out there before we came? Sitting exhaust to his nose. His face froze, having to recall what happened. We were halfway down the ridge. The radio tower was in sight. Sadly quiet. You could hear our breathing, you know. So I made a dumb joke about horror movies, because that's what you do when it's too quiet. Then we heard it. The galloping. It didn't charge straight. It moved to the side, like it knew where we were going to move. Imagine along with the thought. It's quite scary to think about. Does it normally do that? No. Yeah, that's what I thought. So yeah, I flared the fire. Yeah. Without checking how many were present. Oh my god. Because one was already mid-lunge. Look, I don't have the luxury of hesitating. I'd be responsible if she gets hurt. The government? You? Yes. If something happens under my watch, I am responsible. Which is why you do not escalate blind. Draw the attention of one, provoking the rest. Your flare forced movement. It is an emergency. What the hell am I supposed to do then? How would I even get the hell out of the situation without using the damn flare gun? You want me to calculate angles while something's sprinting at us? You want me to pause and politely scan the perimeter while Plum was about to get gutted? Talk like there's always time, like everything can be controlled if we just follow the damn manual close enough. I get goosebumps from his voice. It makes you taken aback about how mad Sunny is right now. You weren't the one standing in front of it. You weren't the one hearing it split gravel under its hooves. Think I like reacting? Think I don't know if it could have gone worse? I think it went quiet around the three of you for too long. Kind of that feels stretched too long. Before Alan let out a long exhale. This ship is not about motion, it's about control. If you lose control every time something lunges at you, then you become the second hazard in the situation. Second hazard? Yes. Because your impulse doesn't just affect you, it affects everyone standing near you. You get to decide in panic what risks everyone else has to take. And you don't get to act like you have done better from a distance. I said you're done. It's not a playground, Sohan Picklers. If you're still goofing around like a liability, you can't tell. Who can't tell when to stop? You can leave. Some time to cool off. Oh wait, shit. Forgot to do that. Oh fuck. You can become painfully aware of your own breathing. Ben avoids looking at anyone. Liam rubs the back of his neck, uttering under his breath. Plum exhales slowly, leaning back and resting on the edge of the table. Sonny doesn't move at first. His eyes stay fixed on the floor. Bravado from earlier drains away in pieces. Takes everything too damn personally. Flexes his bandaged arm once, before awkwardly glancing at you with an almost shy gaze. Man, I'm bad at this. Go after him, he's probably at the porch. Tell him that I do it again. That isn't convenient, you're expected to go after him. I agree with Sonny. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, but I. What the hell was that noise? That the game? What's that noise? I don't know. You meant to say he physically can't apologize, yeah. Apologize or whatever. He scratches the back of his neck with the uninjured hand. Gaze darting away again. Pride wearing visibly with something softer. Not saying I was wrong. Just saying you looked like it was about to implode. Don't let him think I was being reckless. I knew what I was aiming at. Of course I do. Hold on. Up, on. Alright, I am back. Sorry about that. Just saw a message to bring stuff in. Alright. On. I want to do this way. Are you kidding me? Come on. Front. Thank you. Transform. There we go. Actually, I think I might turn off camera because it's goddamn hot in here. Why is it so goddamn hot? I don't get it. Ugh. Ah, goodness gracious. The door closes softly behind you, the sound of muffled by the hush of night. The air outside is crisp, carrying the faint scent of rain, soaked earth, and pine from earlier the day. Alan stands near the wooden rail, his hand gripping the wood, the other rested under his shin. I knew you would come. What does that mean? Is this what you were planning all along, Alan? Or derivative Alan? Alright, anyway. You wonder what it would be like to reach out, to rest your hand over his, and share in the weight he's carrying, even if just for a moment. He finally exhales, still not looking at you. Say it, whatever you're about to say. Hmm. You think that? Yep. You can feel the grimace in his voice. You can't help but be scared at the thought of escalating. Hold on. Okay, sorry, I'm back. But of course I think that. You wait for his reply, but all he did was take a deep breath and sigh. You weren't trying to accuse him, just stating it. Am I being too strict? Does it scare you? Does that make you resentful of me? Why would you care? Why would you care what I think? I do think, like, I'm sorry if I say stuff that you might not like, but I do think you are being strict. It does not make me resentful of you. I think things you have to say are valid, but the way you say them isn't good. The way you state them aren't good and aren't healthy and aren't considerate. Like, fine, you're in the situation, not be considerate enough about the traumatic situation that people are in. I get it, being worried, but what has been done is done. No? Ooh, what is this? What, heavier than you said them out loud. So at times it was mainly just bracing. I just want to see what this does. You rush to explain it before twisting something worse. Not like resent, not that. Shift your weight awkwardly. Immediately feel like backpedaling. But when you raise your voice like that, it's intense. What should we do? Because I want to see what this one is. You don't want to be negative about it. Sounds very manipulative. You don't want to accuse him of such thing either. It's just your defense flaring up randomly. But him, out of everyone seeking reassurance, sounded far-fetched. Everyone has their moments of vulnerability, especially not being responsible for a lot of things here, unofficially or not. No, but I hate you for something. Sadly, in the moment, because people don't say it when they start to. I'm not keeping score. You yelled. I got startled. That's it. And I've catastrophic. I don't know. What makes him change? I'll just say this for right now. So I scared you. For a second, it doesn't make me hate you. That's how it starts. First it's fine, and then it was just one time, and one day they don't look at you the same anymore. Alan, I'm not they, and you're not a monster. It's a monster for losing your temper once. You don't see me as one. You don't see me as one. That doesn't mean others won't. I don't want you getting used to it. It's how people normalize things they shouldn't. I'm not normalizing it. I'm just choosing to understand you. Like, I get it. Some of the things he says maybe seems or is reckless. But in this moment, I think he was right. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not gonna lie to your face. At this moment, it's an emergency. A derivative attacking the park rangers. That is an emergency. And if the immediate acting upon this, because who knows? They could have killed them. Or it could have happened. Couldn't have happened. Maybe that saved their life. For a moment, the tension eases. Your shared silence thick with things unspoken but understood. You weren't sure if your words had helped, but you hoped they did. Though Palama's voice slices through the tension, brittle cheerfulness, stretching too thin. Okay, that's enough of that. You two done with the therapy session yet? We're not ending today like this. She touches both of your shoulders firmly. Liam bounds up beside her. He's already smiling, eager to move on. I'm proposing a bonfire. Snow's welcome. Technically, a bit late, but we're doing it properly this time. So, what'd you say, Bus? Now, is this everyone's thought after getting attacked? To be serious. No one answers. The silence is heavy. You can feel the expectation pressing on your shoulders. Someone should say something, but no one did. We're not doing anything tonight until we get the towers fixed to contact the state. This is final. I told you he wouldn't. Suddenly shrugs, already pushing boundaries. Now I made the wrong call. It happens being reckless and shits. It doesn't mean you get to treat us like we're 5. We don't have to listen to you, you know. And look what happened. Of course. Paloma looks away and lets the conflict pass her by, hoping it will burn itself out. Well, I know who's to blame for this. Well, I'm guessing he's working with the derivatives and stuff. He's caused that situation, maybe to think. Like, sorry, got a call. I don't need another screw up tonight. Right, because it's totally helping. This isn't a debate. Easy to say when you're not the one who got hurt. Paloma shoots him a wearing look. There's no real bite to it. It's just another empty gesture. Ben's silence is just as loud. Neither of them does what's needed to actually stop things from spiraling. I don't get to shove everyone up and call it safety. I do, that's the job, my job. Congratulations, you officially killed the knight. I did not. No, you don't get to do that. You can just talk to us like, oh, it's Brokaw, and that's how that works. I absolutely do. That's why I don't trust you in the slightest, Sohan. One of the worst examples. So, Sonny laughs like, again. He glances sideways towards you, then something shifts in his expression. Like he's just put something together, huh? That's what this is. It's never about the tower, is it? Ellen doesn't answer. Think we're all idiots or something, right? Just keep Snow in your cabin all night. Then walk him through the orientation nice and slow. So if this is right, you want him for yourself. Your face gets hot then cold. Something in your chest folds in on itself. I mean, could have been having fun, relaxing. Instead, this is what between you and Snow. It's like we're all here to, this is always Snow. This, no, with you. If you wanted a roommate so badly, you could just ask Ben to move out. Turns slowly towards you. It's an expression you've never seen on him. Are we doing this now? Using me for an argument this petty? Step back without thinking. That's all it takes. I don't know why something with implications from Liam makes you want to turn invisible. Too mature for this, right? Free to choose whether you want to be here or not. Takes a few couple of seconds before you let out a shaky sigh instead, forcing your emotions back down your throat. Don't even look at their faces. It's as if they don't even have one. Been here a week. I'm gonna say, fine. But this, what you're doing right now, I'm not doing this. Figure it out without me. Figure out, fucking dicks. Don't even realize that you're running out of there. Bing calling out your name, but never sounding so distant before. Liam's words just trigger all the wrong responses in you. Makes you feel so disgusting. Makes you feel like an object. Maybe you're sensitive, but Liam's not. Being the wanting to read the room antics didn't help either. Some sort of trophy to be owned. Throat tie-ins. You don't want to be protected like that. You don't want to be like anything like that, not again. Run until midway to your path to your cabin. But since it's fully dark, you realize that you can't see anything. Fumble around trying to get the flashlight you had, only to, of course, drop it. You've never liked the dark, it's scary. Barker! Hear your name, feels distance. Muffled by the pounding of your heart, the roar of your own thoughts. Chest is tight. Breathe slyly, shallowly. Can't tell if you're angry, embarrassed, or just exposed. Why are you here, really? To recover or just make it worse? Barker! You stumble to a halt, legs suddenly too heavy to move. Hot tears sting your eyes before you even realize you're crying. The world around you blurs, the rough bark of the trees. Alan's silhouette approaches the dark. You hate being seen like this. Hate that you can't just disappear. Please look at me, snap out of it. Flinch when a pair of hands, warm and steady, comes to rest on your face. His palms ground you, his thumbs brushing away the tears as if they could brace everything that came before. Your eyes squeeze shut is useless. Your small hiccuping sobs fill the silent forest, echoing into the night. Want to apologize, to explain, but there are no words for the ache in your chest or the weight your thoughts spiral. Don't cry now. I wish I could berate him, man. Like, you deserve this. Look at him here, look at me. There's nothing to be afraid of. Finally meet his gaze, you only find softness in these eyes. His hands remain cupping your face, steady and warm. Cling to the sound of his voice like a lifeline. I don't want to. I don't want to. I wish I could slap him. Can I slap him, please? I want to slap him. Makes me feel bad. It would make me feel better. He deserves it. When you finally manage to meet his gaze, you expect disappointment or frustration. Instead, you find softness in his eyes. Quiet spoken promise that you're not alone in this. His hands remain cupping your face with a gentleness you've never thought possible from him. For a moment, time stills, and as if remembering himself, he lets go, stepping back to put that careful distance between you again. A moment passes before Alan finally steps back. There. Sorry for the words. They don't mean it. Them trying to get to me by using you. Alan has never looked more like a saint than he does now, because he feels so unreasonably worse. No, stop, let's leave this behind. Alan picks up your fallen flashlight and turns it on, lighting the dark path again. How could he see so well? Ooh, that's a wonder. I wonder. Let's go to the cabin, think about them later. It's dark, unsafe for a clear discussion. They feel a bit better, but more anxious at the same time. Wish I could slap him, but I can't. With Alan accompanying you back to the cabin, safely make it to your room. I'll be back. I'll have the vaccine to go through it right. When silently, not silently, before sitting down at the desk, staring at the one wall in front of you, think about everything that happened today. You unconsciously let out a small sigh. Can't help but think things could have gone better. I do think the cause of why they attacked was Alan. He seems to know them, so I hate him. I hate him. He's a derivative or something. Mentally prepare yourself again. Alan returns a moment later. Small case tucked under one arm. May a glint of a vial or fresh needle still sealed. Sets the case down beside you, unlatching it with a slow practice movements. I'll be as gentle as I can. Give me a signal if you're not okay. I don't feel comfortable with you giving me this. Hands find the edge of your seat. Instead, knuckles paling as you grip it. The needle pierces your skin. No quite manage to hide the flinch. Don't go right, almost done. Alan's soothing voice actually helps this time. Maybe because the first time he gave it to you, you suddenly done, you did well. I don't remember feeling this sleepy or dizzy after the vaccine before. Oh, okay. Wow. Maybe it's because it's a second dose, or maybe it's a different type. Or maybe because of the crying. Right now, you have never felt this tired before. I wonder what's happening. What did you give me? It's not the vaccine, I'll tell you that. Anyway, before sitting down on the mattress, stand up from the chair before sitting down on the mattress. As soon as your head touches the pillow, fatigue rushes through your body and mind. The bed and pillow have never felt this soft before. Almost feels like they're luring you to sleep with a lullaby of their own. It feels strangely peaceful. I think you're just gonna blink once and say goodnight to him. Your eyelids are too heavy to lift, and everything fades to black. Don't think me. His fingers brush your hair away from your face, slow and reverent. He smooths it down once. For several minutes he stands there and watches you. The rise and fall of your chest, the way your hair spreads across the pillow. Quiet sounds that escape your parted lips. There. So much better when you're not fighting it. That's how you're supposed to look. The sad mixed with it works well, doesn't it? All that fatigue gone. His fingers twitch with the urge. He stills his own breathing until it begins to match yours. Pretend that you're fine. Smile through it. Onto everyone, including yourselves. Alan nods slowly as if agreeing with something only he can hear. Yes, exactly. The top bunk creaks softly as he reaches up and grabs the spare pillow resting there. He pulls it down carefully, making sure not to wake you. Then with practice ease, he climbs onto the mattress beside you. The bed dips slightly under his weight. You remain asleep, even when the mattress shifts beneath both of you. He sets down on his side, close enough that your shoulders brush against his arm. Oh god! He's the yandere! Anyway. Goddamn yandere. Fucking bitch ass yandere. Motherfucking yandere. Motherfucking yandere. Dumbass yandere. Motherfucking yandere. Anyway. Dumbass. Motherfucker. Motherfucker. Alright. For a brief second, he watches you again. Your breathing is slow now, steady. I'll adjust the pillow beneath his head. He lies there comfortably, as if it were the most natural thing in the world. Calm down when someone else decides for them. Who are you really? I want to know. His hand slides down, smoothing the blanket over your shoulder, tucking it closer than necessary. You don't like choices. They make you anxious, confused. That's why you freeze. And when others do the same, it's irrational, irritating. A bonfire, right after we get attacked. That's idiotic. They don't know how to keep you safe. They never did, so I will. Good night, my morning star. Tomorrow will be better, I promise. Oh, another fucking thing? Oh no. Sweet ass yandere. Motherfucking yandere. Bitch ass yandere. Day 2. My entire body is aching. Did I wake up late again? Ugh, don't tell me. It was the vaccine. Air smells like dust and pine sap. Not that you don't remember it smelling like that. Hey. Crack your eyes open and find Alan across the room. Already dressed and squared away for the day. Bitch ass yandere, motherfucking yandere. Motherfucking dumbass yandere. Bitch ass motherfucking yandere. Dumbass motherfucker. Cute bitch motherfucker. You crack your eyes open and find Alan across the room, already dressed and squared away for the day. You hadn't followed the logistics, only that you ended up with Alan instead of Ben. Awake yet? You groan and hung yourself out of the bunk. Your arm aches where the needle went in last night. A dull, deep throb that hasn't faded away as should have. The blanket was tucked too tightly around you, as if someone had made the bed instead of just straining it. The bag sits neatly beside it. Straps align, you're certain you're far too lazy for that. Right, Liam probably dragged Ben off to his side last night, which only left Alan to end up here. When his eyes meet yours, his expression softens at how disheveled you look from waking up. Your gaze drifts from around the room on instinct. Still half snagged in sleep, he notices and huffs a small sigh. If you're looking for Bickens, he's in the main building. I see. I feel like you didn't sleep at all. Finally, the memory of yesterday catches up with you. Turn to Alan, looking at him with a quiet, lost sort of expression. Let's go check on them together. It's like you read my mind. I expect them to at least apologize to you. If they won't, I'll force them out. What about you? You don't look like you got any stick in that. It happens more often than you think. HR's a nightmare. If they don't have one right now. I think we'll, continue. Oh. Later on. Goodness gracious, man. Motherfucking yandere is. Oh, wait, no. Main menu. There was a. What is it called? Something. Thing? Or is it supposed to be gallery? It says fonding or something there. Fauna, yes. Plants. Prosage classified. I think we only had animals, right? Oh wait. Can I see if maybe we had more stuff? Okay. Oh, this is 3. Phenomenal. This page has been deliberately torn off. Huh. Interesting. Cannabon. Okay. Fred deer. Alan Montgomery. I can't read his paper. Alright. Well, alright. I'm gonna take a little break. That's gracious. I'm gonna end stream. Then I'll come back. Alright. See you later. See you. See you on the flip side. Have a good one.